quarterback. How's Ricky?
Oh, he's a lot better. I mean, we'll see how he does today, but I anticipate him playing.
You anticipate him playing, Coach?
Yeah,
Is that a knee issue or
just a Bruce. Yeah.
what about Hunter? Do you know if he'll be ready to go if needed?
No, he still have his shoulder still bothering him.
So obviously you give Nathan more time with that first year both.
Oh yeah, yeah. He'll be Nathan, Nate, and Ricky, and so Nate will get all the just to see how we practice today. I'm not sure how that's going to go.
How comfortable are you with him at this point? I mean, he's done some good things when he's been on the field. If he has to play significantly,
Who, Nate?
yeah.
I have a lot of confidence in Nate. He's especially he'll get a lot more reps this week, so that'll help him, and I have a lot of confidence in him. He's smart. He's a good player, just young.
But you've mentioned throughout the year attention to detail. Are you guys getting better with that?
I think so. I think we're practicing better. I think our preparation's been better, which leads to. I mean, there's still some things that obviously you got to keep cleaning up and adjusting to, and having an idea how people are going to attack you in all phases of the game, and we're getting a little bit cleaner, and which helps you. You just don't want to beat yourself. Make teams have to beat you, but we're making progress.
Who would be your third guy this week if you get down to that situation?
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Not sure how the week's going to go.
How do you scout for them now? If you get two quarterbacks trying to get playing time with the first string, does Nate still run scout team?
What's that? No, Nate won't run scout team.
Talk about South Dakota State's offense, certainly prolific. What are the keys to keeping it contained?
We got to execute what our game plan is, and be in the right spots, compete. I mean, they obviously it always starts with the run game, and make sure that we're taking care of that, and really just do what we do, and execute well, communicate, make sure we're on the same page, and the quarterback's a good player. Keep him in the pocket and be alert for the design quarterback runs, and obviously give great attention to they got some good receivers and know where they are and make plays on the ball.
Derek made mention of the fact that this may be the most passing they will have faced up to this part of the season. Defensively, how big of a challenge will this be?
Well, we've seen passing teams before. They do it a little bit differently in some respects, but we've played this type of offense before, and they're good players. They're a well-coached team, and they got some good players, and it should be a nice challenge for us.
Coach, do you feel the need to talk to your guys about after emotional victory, letting it go, moving on, to the next opponent, and not letting that kind of.
No, we put that game behind us pretty quick. I mean, we come in Sunday and it's over. As far as we're concerned, we talk about it. It's over, and you watch the film, you move on, and so that's the challenge you have. Get up each week. Find a way to get up each and every week. And this one will, being on the road against a good football team, will be a good challenge.
Talk about what they do defensively and how that challenges what you want to do offensively.
They mix it up defensively. They're a 4-man front. Mix coverages a little bit, and a little bit of pressure. Not a huge pressure team, but a little bit. We'll max drop a little bit, and like always, it's about executing our offense. The quarterback's getting good reads. Like they're going to change up coverage-wise a little bit, and mix it up on us, and be able to adjust to what they do.
Is there anything about that unit that stands out to you?
No, they're just sound. I think they're well coached, and they're sound in what they do. They play hard. Nothing out of the ordinary, if that's what you mean.
Coach, first place on the line for this. I mean, I know it's the next game, but a lot of excitement for this game. Is it the same approach for you guys?
No, our approach never changes. It's the same no matter where, who, why, we're going to approach it the same way.
Coach, it seems like Nate George has been getting some more playing time a little bit here lately, and there's a rotation of guys. Is that just a function of game plan or just a rotation?
Yeah, a function of what happens during the week and how we prepare and how guys practice. And Nate's been practicing well. He's been getting better, so he's earned playing time. So it's kind of how we go about it.
You faced a lot of good quarterbacks so far. Where's Christian? You played him last year. I think it was his first start here last year. Where's he kind of on that pecking order?
He's a good player. He can be, he's a multi-threat guy. He can beat you with his legs, his arm, and he has some good players around him. I think they designed a good offense around him, and he's a guy that he does a nice job. I think he's a good football player.
Can you just give us an update on Trent? I understand maybe surgery was yesterday or today, or what?
I think it's today. Yeah, he'll have surgery on his collarbone, and we'll get that fixed, and should be good.
Did he have this injury before?
Not this particular one.
No.
I don't think so. No.
Special teams has really been key for you guys this year. And maybe in some years past it wasn't always a strength here. Now, how much of an emphasis have you put on making sure that that isn't the case?
Well, it's a big emphasis for us. I thought it hurt us at times last year, and Coach Stoops took over and kind of took it on, and he's kind of overseeing the whole thing. He's done a good job, and I think our guys in that area, we've progressed as the year's gone on. We've gotten better. Our attention to detail's gotten better, and our kickers are for the most part, doing a pretty good job, and our coverage units are doing pretty well. It was getting the punt return. The way we covered kicks first of all, and then the way we covered those punts, and then getting the 2 punt returns helps. Changes field position for you.
Coach, it's hobo day there. You know what that is?
What's that?
It's hobo day out there. You know what that is?
I don't. Do you?
I know they all dress in weird clothes.
South Dakota State has kind of had YSU's number. I think they won 7 of the last 8, and I know you weren't here for most of those, but as you've kind of done some homework, maybe have you seen any consistencies in why they've been so good against Youngstown State?
No, I'm just concerned with this year. I don't really, I looked at last year's game, and we didn't play very well last year, and they did, but I'm just concerned. They're different time, different place. What's happened in the last 8 years shouldn't affect us. We just got to go out and execute our plan and play hard.
This quarterback, does he make a lot of plays scrambling? Is that how some of his big plays come? Or
Some.
Yeah.
Some design quarterback runs, and he's quick, he's elusive. Similar to the guy last week, probably better thrower than the guy last week. They don't do as many quarter design runs as we saw with the quarterback last week. So a little bit more conventional, but they're not afraid to run. They ran them probably a little more last week than they had up going into North Dakota State.
Their wide receiver, Jake Winicky, is one of the best in the nation. I mean, does it change your game plan at all? Do you kind of have to give him a little extra attention at times, or you just play your defense?
We'll play our defense, but you got to know where a guy like that is. I mean, and their tight end is a big threat. So you got to know where they are, but you can't, you can't change your whole defense, to take care of 2 guys like that. I mean, they got all the other guys that can make plays.
These are 2 teams, even if you just look at last week, that have shown the ability to come back and against some odds. What kind of tempo or do you expect from this football game between 2 teams that are similar in that regard?
Well, I don't know. You just, every game's going to be different. Whether you have a lead early or whether you get behind early, or, whatever happens, you just got to keep playing and try to execute for 4 quarters and not panic. Just stay with what you're doing and do it well. And a team that executes the best and plays the best technique-wise, fundamentally, and you know, obviously in a game like this, you know, takeaways is a big deal. You know, you want it to you know, win that aspect of it. And, you just don't. You never know how the game's going to go. So you got to be prepared for anything.
What has Tevin done to kind of earn the playing time? You guys, you know, obviously two good players in front of him, and he's still able to get on the field in some key moments.
Well, he's shown. He's earned it. He's a hard runner. You know, he's a decisive runner. He gets downhill in a hurry, and he'll break tackles. He's a good player. You know, and somebody that, you know, Coach McKissick, you know, myself, you know, Shane, we got a lot of confidence in him. So the way we look at it is, you know, we're not afraid to play him in any situation. On top of that, I thought all three backs ran very well last week.
Are you confident that you will have your starting quarterback, you'll know before you travel to South Dakota State, or could this be a game time decision?
I would think I'm anticipating having him.
And that would be Ricky?
Mm-hmm.
Coach, how proud are you of Avery? It just seems like from a year ago, if you look at the stats, he's already surpassed everything that he did in the whole season last year. He just seems like he's playing with such a motor and a motivation right now. How proud are you of the way he's just kind of improved?
He's playing great football, really playing well. And like you say, he plays with an attitude. He plays with effort. He's a, you know, him and our two bookend ends. They're pretty good players, and they make each other better. You know, you know, they compete. They practice well. They're leaders, and you know, they're doing very well, playing good football.
Any specific reason the run game's come through later in the game last few weeks? From watching film, is there anything that's you know, kind of?
Well, I thought we really, yeah, obviously in the second half we stayed with it. We stayed with it. We, you know, had a couple throws when we needed them, and but we were able to get movement. I thought the backs ran hard, got some extra yards here and there, and you know, that's the key. You know, when you're running the football, you know, you're not always going to get big chunks. So when you're getting 3 and 4, you got to find a way to stay with it. And then when you get into the third downs, you know, you keep them manageable, and you find a way to execute to keep moving the sticks, and that's what we were able to do those last couple of drives.